Hey everybody, Cindy Yellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio in the central part of Wisconsin. I'm popping on tonight with a quick special announcement. I've been working on trying to put something like this together, and I think I got it, and I just couldn't wait to share it with you all. And I see I got people popping on, and I appreciate you all so much. As you know, if you live in the central part of Wisconsin, I do in-person classes. Well, when the pandemic hit, well, that kind of put a kibosh on everything. And even though my in-person classes have started up again, I found there was a need for online classes or for classes to go. Hence, my kit class, which is simple cards. That is now a class to go. You pick your favorites out of 7 cards. I cut everything and you supply the stamps and the ink, and there you go. Well, I did that with a Christmas card class for the last 2 years, or maybe this was 3 years. Well, that has just been very, very popular. And so my Christmas card class to go, same thing. You get the kits. All you need is a basic Merry Christmas and ink and adhesive, and you have your cards, because I supply, and I also supply written directions with a color picture. Well, then I got to thinking, because I have one other class. It's a technique class. It's been very hard to get people to come in person because life gets in the way, or the pandemic is still going and they get sick or something. So I am going to offer my technique class online. I have a private Facebook page where I will demonstrate the 2 cards, the 2 technique cards, and then I'll also demonstrate the 3rd card, which is a fancy fold. Now, this technique class has been going on for the last 10 years. We've been doing this, we're going into our 11th year of technique class. And this will be the exact same class as what we do when we gather in person. I will demonstrate the cards. Before that, though, you'll sign up and pay for the cards. And then I will send you the kits. So you can be making your cards while I'm demonstrating on them. Or you can wait and demonstrate or make your cards after. I'll supply, you receive everything to follow along. And you will get the written directions and the written directions for the fancy fold, a collector's card, and I'll show you what that looks like, and access to the private Facebook page. And you get all the card bases, all of the layers, the white piece of cardstock for the inside, the die cuts, the embellishments, and the embossed pieces. All you need to do is watch the demonstration, put your card together, and you have it. I am looking at Tuesday, November 16th, as my online class date, online technique class date. If I can get this going, it'll be great. I want to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to turn my phone around. Hi, Kay. Thank you so much for joining me. What I was just talking about, and just to repeat it again, is I want to offer an online technique class. Now, this is a class that I've been doing in person with my stamping ladies for the last 10 years. And I think there's a need to do it online and reach more people. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so hold on. Okay, the sun came out today. It really didn't end up being too bad. But we're in for another nice weekend. Whoopsie. We're in for another nice weekend coming up. I cannot wait for that. I think that's going to be wonderful. We're looking at 68 degrees. I mean, Really? For November? How wonderful. Okay, with my monthly technique class, I always supply these trading cards, so to speak. It gives, it explains what the technique was, and this is 10 years. This is what 10 years worth of techniques look like. We're starting our 11th year, but this particular card was from June. A great way to add dimension when you make a peekaboo card. Select a stamp set with a coordinating die. On a scrap of white, stamp your image and cut out with the die. Take the die and also cut out the shape on the front of the card and adhere the stamped cut out image on the inside of the card. So that was that one. I'll put that there. This is another one. This was 3D Embossing Folder from August of this year. Using blending brushes, apply ink to your 3D embossing folder using the positive side. Use any combination of inks. Be sure to clean your brushes in between colors. Apply a piece of white cardstock and run through your embossing machine. And then that was the results of what we got when we made it. I thought that was a neat technique. And I'm always on the lookout for new techniques, something different. And I mean, because let's face it, after 10 years, it's kind of been hard to find techniques. I just want to shut my laptop off because, of course, I forgot to do that. So that was that one. Another one was die cuts and sponge daubers. Look at this card. Isn't it pretty? I thought this was one of the most fun techniques that we had done, and I thought it was just I just thought it turned out so great. What we did was die cuts and sponge daubers. This fun and easy technique is a faux Joseph Coke technique, but a lot less work. Take a white piece of cardstock, cut out your die cut. I used flowers and trees and it worked great. Then use your sponge daubers like a stamp and stamp ink all over the white die cut. The look is quite unique, especially when white spots are left. I love this card. I admit it. I'll put them here. Here was another one. I believe this one was from September. Create a unique card by die cutting a window in the front of your card. Start out by using a die cut to cut a window, even add decorative scallop with a window to dress it up like this. So that was another fun one. It always is. This was for October. Wink of Stella and White Craft ink. And what we did was we put White Craft ink on clear acrylic black and mixed it with Wink of Stella. And then painted that on we stamped our image in Memento Black and then painted it on with our Wink of Stella. So that turned out great. So anyway, that's what I supply. You get the reference card every month. You then get everything to make 2 different cards using that technique. And then there's a fancy fold. Now for the month of October, you always get directions on how to recreate this fancy fold. And it works out. Well, hi, Judy Vine and Ronnie Kaiser-Smith. I just looked at my laptop. Hi, Julie. Yes. Oh, take 60, right? We're just like playing with fire, Kay. That here it is, November and 60 degrees. But anyway, here was our fancy fold for October. It was the accordion fold. Oh my, and then you can recreate it. And this was the best fancy fold I think I've ever made. Look at this. Look at the colors. It's just beautiful. And then it opens. Huh? Isn't that great? I love this card. I haven't really sent, a lot of times I send them out pretty fast, but I haven't sent it out yet. But this is the fancy fold, and that always comes with some directions. Okay? Oh, here's another fancy fold that we made. I believe we made this one in September. I think this is called a gatefold. It was pretty good, but this accordion card, you know, it's sometimes I try, but sometimes it's not always successful. Okay, now anyway, that's just a glimpse of the fun we have. And I'm thinking with an online technique class and I have a private Facebook where I could do a Facebook Live and demonstrate the cards, and you can follow along and make the cards on your own or with me, whatever you want. I think that would be a great way to get together and have some fun. Okay, I just want to show you what you get. You're going to get your card base like you see me do every week. You're going to get the white piece for the inside. You're going to get the layer, be it dry embossed or not, decorative, any designer series paper cut, any foil paper cut. Now, for this month, our technique is white velvet and die cuts. There's this white velvet or snowy velvet cardstock is in the new July to December catalog, and that is our technique for November. I'm going to show you ways to use these white velvet and then die cutting or punching, but mostly die cutting. So anyway, that's what I have. And like I said, the cost of the class will be $15. That includes postage to make 3 cards. And my first class will be on Tuesday, November 16th. Okay, and let me see. Let me bring this closer. And flip this up. There you go. And turn it back around. There. Now, I'm back. Whoops, can't hardly see me. That's because I'm so short. There, that's better. Anyway, I really think it would be a fun way to get some extra stamping in. Like I said, Tuesday, November 16th. Now, I take PayPal. I can invoice you. What you need to do to sign up for the class is email me at buddy98@yahoo.com. You can also private message me through Facebook, or you can leave a message on this Facebook Live. I think it would be fun. I think it would be a great way to get a little bit of extra stamping in. And people don't like getting together yet if you live locally. Or I've got new friends now that live all over the place. And it just makes me so excited and so happy that I want to share that with you. So pop me an email, leave me a message if you're interested. I have all of the cards all cut because we have our in-person class coming up on Tuesday, November 9th. So I figure a week later we'll do the online technique class. It would, I would let me know if you're interested and I could invoice you and we'll get you set up. This will be the first one, so there might be a couple of bumps until I get everything figured out, but I'm told the best way to get this stuff going is start advertising now rather than later. So, online technique class next Tuesday, November 16th, to make two technique cards, one fancy fold. Cost is $15. That includes postage. And get in touch with me. I think that would be a good idea. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, taking time out of your busy day. I hope to hear from you. Hi, Jeannie Mullen. You can watch the replay because I'm basically done, but thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you on Monday, and we'll talk about it again. You know we'll talk about it again. Take care and have a great rest of the week. Thank you.